Hello, my name is Fiona, and I'm a certified teacher and a Praxis coach with Study.com. Are you planning to take the Praxis Teaching Reading K-12 test? This is test number 5206. Praxis 5206 is a multi-subject exam. This problem set covers the subtopic of fluency and vocabulary. Let's review some of the types of questions you may encounter on the exam. Let's get started. Problem number 1. Students who can quickly and easily identify letters and words possess which of the following attributes? Automaticity, analysis, comprehension, or prosody. Automaticity is the correct answer here. It's correct because it means the ability to recognize letters and words quickly and easily without having to think about it, which is exactly what's in our question. Why are analysis, comprehension, and prosody incorrect? It's because they involve understanding and interpreting information, not just recognizing it quickly. So we can cross all of those out, and automaticity is definitely the correct answer here. Problem number 3. Ms. Davidson is assessing a student's essay and sees that there is not enough variance in the language of the essay. What feedback would be most appropriate for the student? To learn and employ more antonyms? To learn the meaning of different prefixes? To learn the meaning of different suffixes? Or to learn and employ more synonyms? Let's address prefixes and suffixes first. Learning and understanding these can really help to expand a student's vocabulary, but it doesn't address the problem of language variance in an essay, so we can eliminate those. Learning to employ more antonyms is useful for understanding language, but it won't address the issue of repetitiveness in essay writing. So we can eliminate that as well. Now, synonyms. Using synonyms effectively can help increase the variety of language use. It's as simple as that. Synonyms also allow a writer to avoid repetitive language. So this is definitely the correct answer here. Problem number 4. A 5th grade student is reading a challenging new book. In it, the student has come across numerous terms they are unfamiliar with. Which of the following activities will best encourage them to try inserting other words they do know into the sentence and see if that helps the sentence make sense to them? Identifying synonyms, identifying antonyms, context clues, or substitution. I want to address identifying synonyms and antonyms first. These are not correct. Identifying synonyms and antonyms might be unhelpful in this scenario because the student might not know the synonyms or antonyms of the unfamiliar word either. So we can cross those out. Context clues. This is actually a very effective strategy for deciphering the meaning of unfamiliar words. However, it involves more than just substituting with known words. So in this case, we can cross that out. Substitution. This means swapping out a word you don't know with one you do know that seems to fit. This helps figure out the word's meaning by testing different words to see what makes the most sense in the sentence. So substitution is the correct answer here. I hope I was able to clarify this subtopic of fluency and vocabulary for the Teaching Reading K-12 test so that you now have a better understanding of the types of questions you can expect to find on the exam. Please remember to like and subscribe to this channel so that with Study.com's help, you will feel confident and prepared on exam day. Bye for now.